Hey everybody, it's Matt here, Wrestling with Whiskey, back again after a bit of a hiatus. Just been very busy with work, doing a lot of things. I've been doing a lot of Instagram things, went live a few times, which was a little bit easier, but this was the best time I could record this, so we're going to put another video up. I'm going to be doing some fun things coming up. I'm going to be doing a live tasting with my bourbon journey, which will be great. I just did a episode of Whiskey Pete on the ESPN radio station out of Houston. And Whiskey Pete's awesome. And so we had a great conversation there. Please follow his page. And My Whiskey Neat is the name of his show. So follow that to find out when it'll be available in podcast form as well as YouTube and iTunes form. So you can hear and or watch that as well. So, but today I'm going to get right into it. I want to make this pretty quick and easy for you guys. Scary moment. I almost dropped this bottle too. One take ago, I had to stop the camera and restart it. Almost thought I broke the bottle, but I didn't. But kind of exciting. We've got Willett. I'm not sure if you can quite read it. Well, I'll read it for you. We have Willett 6-year cask strength bourbon. This is Willett's own distillate. Now, Willett has gained one hell of a reputation for its sourced bottles, especially from the highly aged single barrels that it's become really, really famous for in its gift shop and on the secondary market. Very expensive, up usually anywhere in the teens, up into the 20s in age. And been sourced from a few different places, but they have a very, very high reputation. And Willett's been putting out some of their own stuff for a few years. They've been putting out Old Bardstown Bottled and Bond in Kentucky, which is their 4-year distillate, which I'll be honest, underwhelmed me a little bit. So I'm very curious to try this at an extra 2 years, as well as some of the other stuff, the Noah's Mill and things like that they've put out with their own distillate. This is a Binny's beverage, handpick. Once again, 6 years. This is barrel number 1969. ABV of 109.8 proof or 54.9% alcohol by volume. And guys, without further ado, I'm pretty much going to get right into this. Again, I apologize for the delay I've put in making new videos. Here, I'm going to have to get something to pop this real quick. There we go. But let me know in the comments if you like this, if you prefer Instagram Live. I'm always looking for the best ways to engage you guys. Here we go, guys. Cheers. Good pop. This will probably have a little bit, I almost expect a little bit of fizz from when I dropped this a second ago, but hey, they're bottles. They've been jostled around cases and barrels their whole life. The bourbon can handle a few bumps and bruises. So looking at it right out of the glass, I know, again, camera's not always the best place, but it's 6 years in, so it's got a good portion of its color. It's, of course, still not going to be nearly as deep as, the 10 plus years, but not a bad amount of color. Before I even get a sniff on it, let's get some legs. And the legs are very delicate from what I'm seeing. Yeah. Oh, there they start to come down. Kind of delicate starting, very separated. Ooh, okay. That's a really nice nose. Now, keep in mind, this is a fresh crack. It might nose and taste a little hotter than it will be in a few days or a few weeks. I mean, a little bit of an alcohol burn on the nose. Nothing too intense. And I'm getting my nose pretty deep in there. No jokes. I swear. I'm getting some it almost goes without saying, I'm not going to give too much on the traditional bourbon notes. It's got vanilla, it's got caramel, in pretty standard allotments. As I'm really getting in there, I'm almost getting like a marshmallow kind of note coming out of it, which again is kind of an amalgamation of creamy vanillas and sugars. A little bit of apple and yeah, like a sour crisp kind of apple on the front very tip of the nose there. Little bits of leather, yeah. But overall, pretty traditional bourbon nose. Almost reminds me of certain Knob Creeks. Some of the Knob Creek picks I've had, some of the younger ones. It's a very corn forward bourbon, um, which is surprising for 6 years. I know it's not super old, but it's not super young either. It tastes a little reminiscent of a 4 year, more of a 4 year. Um, not too complicated. It's not overly complex. It's not bad. I don't want that to sound like it's dragging it down. The nose is really nice. Same thing, it's not complex, it's very traditional, but the nose is very nice. But nice little hug. Not as enveloping as I'd want to. Mouthfeel is kind of middle of the road. Um, Caramel, sugar, a little bit of like tobacco leaf on there. Um, it's very corn forward. Um, yeah, it's okay. I would say it's a nice bourbon. Um, but it's crazy when you think about it. Because like this is nice. It's all right. About 110 proof almost. 6 years old. For retailing, I don't know, like anywhere from $80 to $100 probably. I think I got this for somewhere around $80. Is It's kind of a lot to ask for it, for especially for a distillery that is not really craft anymore. Or at least I don't think it's viewed that way. We don't view it the same way with like a Wilderness Trail or a Blaum Brothers or somebody who's a new riff, who's literally really new on the market. Willett's been here with us for a while. Now their own distillate is relatively new, but I'm more impressed with all the same thing. A new riff 4 year, a Blaum Brothers 4 year, which just came out. The Wilderness Trail 4 year. I'm a little bit more impressed with those than I am with this Willett 6 year. Not to say by any means this is a bad whiskey. This is a good whiskey. But when you can get a Henry McKenna 10 years single barrel as well for still, even with certain price jumps, 40, $50 at the most places you can still find it for 35. God, it's not even a challenge. I just picked up the new Elijah Craig barrel proof, 12 years, age stated, barrel proof for $50. And then you have this for half the age, lower proof. They're both barrel proof, this and the Elijah Craig, but it's hard to justify it. I will say that it's hard. This is hard for me to recommend as a buy. If you're someone who's got to have the Willett, you won't be disappointed. But if you're looking for something that stacks up in any way to some of their single barrels that they sourced, I think you're going to be left wanting. I will follow, and I will love to taste it at 8 years and 10 years and beyond. But at 6 years, it's good. It's not great. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. We'll be back. If you want more YouTube videos, let me know. You know where to find me. Wrestling with Whiskey on Instagram. WrestlingWithWhiskey on Twitter. Wrestling with Whiskey right here on YouTube. WrestlingWithWhiskey@gmail.com if you have a suggestion yourself. But YouTube, Instagram, whatever you want to know more of or see more of, let me know. Always be trying something new. Always expand your palate. Always spend time with friends. And always, please, always be wrestling with whiskey.